What's up guys, welcome back to another Destiny 2 exotic review video. Today I'll be going over probably one of my favorite Warlock exotics that I got. It is the Chromatic Fire. So how to obtain this exotic, so this is a Forsaken exotic, which means it can drop randomly from any source in the game world, so good luck. So its perk is Crystalline Transistor. Precision kills with your kinetic weapon create an explosion in an element of your equipped subclass. This essentially gives your kinetic weapon a version of Dragonfly or Firefly, which is the perk that comes on Ace of Spades, and the explosion matches what subclass you're using. So if you're using Dawnblade, it's going to be Solar, Voidwalker is going to be Void, and then Stormcaller is going to be Arc, right? So in my opinion, I believe this exotic perk is better than Dragonfly and the Firefly perks because the explosion seems to be bigger and does like a bigger area of effect damage. So I just collected some footage here. So this first thing, I'm using the Vouchsafe Curator rule, which comes with Dragonfly. As you can tell, Dragonfly is pretty effective against those lower tier ads, you know. Creates a pretty good explosion like right off the bat. So moving on, let's go to the Ace of Spades, the Firefly perk there. So as you can tell, it's basically just like Dragonfly except with solar damage right there. That's literally all the perk really does. Well, it does give you increased reload speed on headshot, but that's not what we're trying to compare it to, right? So next up, I am using the Go Figure Pulse Rifle with the Chromatic Fire. I'm rocking the Voidwalker subclass, so that's why it is a Void Explosion. As you can tell, in my opinion, it seems to be a little bigger, and there seems to be like two explosions almost. Like there's a mini one, and then there's the one where the whole enemy explodes. So in my opinion, it looks bigger. I really didn't do the damage numbers. I've heard that it actually does a lot bigger explosion, does a lot more damage than Firefly and Dragonfly. That's just me. What's pretty freaking funny is that you can actually stack Ace of Spades with this exotic, so you can do solar damage and whatever damage that your subclass is. So as you can tell, I was using Ace of Spades. Obviously that does the solar damage, and then there's a void damage that comes after from Chromatic Fire. So going over PvE and the PvE side of Gambit, so I could safely say it's top tier, especially when it comes to ad clearing and crowd control. It was made to take out hordes of enemies quickly. This essentially makes your kinetic weapon part energy, I guess. That's the best way of describing it, with it having the ability to have solar arc or void damage explosions on those headshots. So I mainly use my Go Figure with Outlaw and Rampage, so it pairs extremely well. Like, shoot enemies in the head, they explode, get more damage on the next headshot, explosions chain, you get that really fast reload from Outlaw, and it just has really good synergy in PvE. So I recommend when it comes to using weapons with Chromatic Fire and PvE, you definitely want something that can work with it well. I guess that's the best way I can say that. So highly recommend using it for high-end activities like raids and nightfall strikes as well, just to help keep the enemies at bay and increase your nightfall score faster. Potentially even saving you some time as well if you could take them out even quicker. Plus, for the PvE side of Gambit, you'll be able to wipe out the ads a lot faster than if you're just to use a normal weapon, which leads to faster mote collection, which means you can bank faster, which means you can get the other team's arena faster. Take them out, right? So I recommend using weapons that are made for precision kills. Like, I don't think I can describe how good it is through words, just through the gameplay, but I think it gives it enough justice. Going over the Crucible and the PvP side of Gambit, it's obviously not the best exotic to use, but it does perform really good in certain situations. Like throughout the PvP sandbox, Dragonfly hasn't been super effective versus other Bible perks like Kill Clip and Rampage and stuff like that. And the Firefly perk on the Ace of Spades does alright, but I believe that the Chromatic Fire Explosion does a bigger AoE effect with more damage. Like I said, it's pretty situational. Where it shines is in things like objective-based game modes, and when enemies are grouped up, like Controller Supremacy game modes. Like, I was using it in Supremacy, I'm pretty sure. Oh man, I get a headshot down a lane, and all you have to do is pop one in the head, and all those other ones essentially lose their shields if they're right on top of them, or their shields will be almost gone, which allows for some very easy cleanup kills. In the footage, I was using a Go Figure with Zen Moment and Kill Clip, so basically, I would get that first headshot kill, they're already weak, get that reload, Kill Clip kicks in, even easier headshot kill. So this thing, like Chromatic Fire isn't like, it's not great by any means, but it's not horrible. It's one of those, again, it's very situational, and in my opinion, there are other PvP exotics you could be using, like Transversive Steps and Infinity Aspect and Controverse Hold, and a bunch of other things like that, but still, if you want some entertainment, definitely take Chromatic Fire into the Crucible. So when it comes to exotics and perks, obviously you can't pair other exotic armor with it, but I would suggest using weapons like Ace of Spades and Huckleberry. So Ace of Spades can do the double explosions with the Firefly and the Crystalline Transistor perk combo, which is great for ad control, and plus you get those extra damage bullets pretty easily. With Huckleberry though, it allows for the explosion on headshots just from Chromatic Fire, plus you get ammo back when you get a kill from Huckleberry, and extra damage from Rampage, plus you get the ramp up part of it. Oh, it's freaking crazy. And the Empowering Rift can let your kinetic weapons have more damage, which means you can get that headshot easier. So there's definitely a few things. Those are just like the ones that come up top of my head. You're like, oh, David, you missed an exotic that we could have used, or a certain weapon. Like, if you want to go in and try it, go for it. Like, I'm not saying like it's going to be bad. I'm just saying these are the ones just popped in my head immediately because they can have a lot of synergy. Just my final thoughts. Overall, I'd say it's definitely catered toward PvE more than PvP, but can be effective in certain engagements in the Crucible. Obviously, when it comes to Gambit, it can perform pretty well. Obviously, it's not going to do wonders for the PvP side of Gambit, but when it comes to freaking, like, PvE side of Gambit, you could just sit in the back, or maybe not sit in the back if you didn't want to, but still, you could just take out all those ads super easily with the explosions, let your team collect the motes, and you can move on to the next area. Now that we're at the end of the video, there's 3 things that I'd like to tell you guys. So number 1, if you're looking to join a clan on Xbox, PS4, or PC, the D1 Fire team, which is the clan that I run, is looking for active players who want to grind the endgame content, knock out some triumphs, etc., etc. If you and your clan want the benefits of a bigger clan, you can apply to join with the link in the description. It'll say clan link. We'll review your account essentially, and we'll see if you'll fit into the clan. And if you have any questions, you can send me a message on any of my social media links below as well. If you're in a small clan with your friends and like you want, again, the benefits of a bigger clan, you can come right on over. Number 2, if you want to help support me, there'll be a link below, say best way to support me. That'll take you to a 4-minute video. If you want to go check that out, that'd be awesome. But if you don't want to do that, you can always like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell next to subscribe. Share this video and then comment what y'all want to see below. Third thing, if you want to join the Discord, there are no requirements to join. Plus, we're looking for people who actually have moderator experience to take over the Discord. Like, I'm more of a player, not a manager, so if you like doing that stuff, awesome. We have some text chats, obviously, about Destiny 2 Forsaken and some other upcoming games like Division 2 and Anthem. Plus, we have some voice chats as well. I know for myself, I'm on Xbox, so I can talk to everyone on there. But if you're on PS4 or PC and want to chat, Discord is going to be the best way to do that. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll catch you next time.